How's it going, boys, and welcome back to Yapology, the place where I come every once in a while and bestow wisdom. You're welcome, Jake. My name is Poet, and leave. Leave your hometown, man. Seriously. Probably one of the best things I ever did. And that sounds mean at first, but let me explain to you. Let me assure you also, I'm sure your hometown is awesome, even if you do want to leave, but you just can't. I was in the same boat. I wanted to move out of my hometown when I started college, but I didn't want to foot the bill to live on my own, so I kind of just went to a local college. Same education as going to the big school, just cheaper. But I really wanted to move. I really had a lot of good memories tied to my hometown, but I also had a lot of really bad memories tied up with my hometown. Or things I thought were bad memories. Mainly, it was just me being a pussy about ex-girlfriends and stupid shit like that, but regardless, I wanted to get away from it and yearned for the freedom that came with getting away from where I had lived. So a little over 2 years ago now, I started really looking for places. I needed a place for grad school, and I finally decided to leave, and it's been great. I'm about 2 hours from where I used to live, so I had to learn all the new routes and roads and landmarks, which seems stressful, but I don't know, man. Exploring a whole new area to me is like kind of a thrill. I really like it. It's like filling in the map on a video game. It's sick. It feels like a video game, man. That sounds really nerdy coming like just saying it out loud now. But I had also moved from a more rural area to a place that has a bit more going on. There are a lot of neat places to eat, a lot of museums for my history needs, a lot of like hole in the wall shops, a lot of bars, and a fucking Dave and Buster's, man. I'd never been to one before moving out here, and now I can say I have been. And that's man, just like what a time to be alive and to live where I do. Also, living out on your own teaches you a lot. Like, you're going to mess up. It's going to be scary, and the only person you have to rely on, situation depending, is yourself. It gives you a big sense of responsibility, you know, like you are the only one that is responsible for how well or how poorly you handle existing. You can't be lazy anymore. You kind of have to lock in and make sure things get done, not even just at like your job, but also at your apartment or your house or whatever you wherever you may live. You need to make sure the bills are paid. You have to make sure you have the money to pay them. Like, there's a lot of responsibility there. And on paper, that doesn't sound so fun, and it really always isn't, but it kind of feels good to make sure things are taken care of in your day-to-day, and kind of accomplishing those tasks is a very, like, rewarding feeling. But I also think that there is a giant plus side to moving out of your hometown that I don't think a lot of people realize before they make the move. If you're like me, you get sick of the same area every day of your life, and you want to see a new area from time to time. By the time I was getting ready to move out of my hometown, I was 23. I'd lived there my entire life. I knew everything, I felt like, about that place, and I just was sick of it. So when I finally did get to go to a new area and explore and get caught up in everything and used to how it is out here, and once I went back to my hometown, I really learned to appreciate the things I'd taken for granted. I started noticing how like nice the area I'd grown up was and how like peaceful it had been. I used to live in a very small town area. Not a lot to do, not a lot happening, usually pretty quiet and uneventful, which is the polar opposite of where I live now. But that's okay. Going home now, I appreciate how quiet it is, how relaxing it kind of is. It's very there's a lot of nature there. Like that, you're not going to be able to get away from nature, and it's really nice. It feels like a vacation, especially during the winter months. It's very cozy at home. The familiarity of everything is also so nice. I never feel like I left everything, but it doesn't feel like the same place every time I go back. It changes, like it grows while you're gone. So when you come back, it's different, but it's still the same place. And it's such a strange feeling. But overall, I'm glad I moved out. It's helped me learn independence from and appreciation for the place I grew up as a kid. I went back to my hometown really recently, and the weather was incredible. Like sunny, 70-ish degrees, overcast, but also like it was like that perfect summer day. And I visited a lot of places from my childhood for the sake of grabbing footage for a project I'm working on. I visited like card shops to feed my unhealthy hobby, hung out with some old friends of mine. Truly, it was great. It was awesome. This is the stuff that when I lived here, I wouldn't have had a second thought about, like visiting the places I had, but because I don't see them every day anymore, it felt more like a new place than anything. So seriously, move away for a while and then come back, and I think you'll learn to love the place even more. That's all for this one though, guys. I know that this is a very short one. I just have kind of been thinking about it a lot lately and combing over all the footage again. It's really made me be like, man, moving was great, but I also now really enjoy my hometown. Like, it's the best of both worlds. It's really helped me get through all the animosity that I had towards my hometown. But let me know what you guys think of your hometown in the comments. And until next time, guys, I'll see you around.